I feel like the meaning of life is... Hi guys, how's it going? This week I thought I'd do a little Q&A just to get to know me better if you're new here or if you're not, I don't know. Okay, but for the special occasion of a Q&A, I decided to go to this winery that's right around Georgetown. Well, it's not in Georgetown, but it's kind of like outside of Georgetown. And this winery that we've tried in one of my other videos was so good. And so I took the little drive and I went up and I got a bottle. Oh yeah, I put it in the fridge. I got a bottle of rosé. I love their rosé. I'm normally, okay, I normally really like dry wines, but I really liked the rosé and all of the sweet ones that they have. So I thought I would just take advantage and do some sweet stuff. Find a glass. Okay, wine eases up the Q&A talk, if you know what I mean. Also, I found this recipe on Pinterest. Okay, we'll get into the Q&A, I promise. But I also found this recipe on Pinterest and it's called 2-minute chocolate truffles. And they're like dairy-free, guilt-free, no sugar, low carb, keto, and all that jazz. So I thought I would try them because if they're guilt-free, then I'm not gonna feel guilty about eating them. It says that it takes 2 minutes, but I'm like the slowest baker and cook in the world because I never do, because I'm so precise with things. Like I have to level off like completely every single teaspoon. I don't just smell it and know that it's good, you know. I can't do that. So I don't really bake for that, cook or bake for that reason, because it takes me at least twice the time as a normal person. So these say 2 minutes, so prepare for 20 minutes that this is gonna take me. But basically all it does is you just need a bowl and you just combine the ingredients and then roll them up in little truffles, and they're no bake, so I think you just eat them right there or you stick them in the fridge or something. So we'll see. Let us start with the first question. I asked on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube as well. I couldn't do it on this YouTube channel because I think you have to have a certain amount of subscribers and not there yet. So I did my other YouTube channel, my music channel, and I just asked if there's anything that you guys had questions about or whatever. And I got a couple. One was, hi, how are you? I'm doing great. I'm making truffles and this is gonna be a great night. So that's the first one. That was quick. So my friend asked me, what life lessons did you learn from Paul? So Paul was my hamster that just recently passed away, God bless. I think he taught me patience because Paul wasn't the best at making friends or keeping friends, anything. So, you know, he bit everybody. And even me, so I would never stick my hand in the cage because he just was not a people person, and I think that's fine, you know. Everybody's different, everyone does their own thing, and he was not a people person. So I think really it was more about patience because I never got to hold him or anything, but he did teach me responsibility. He taught me responsibility because I was on top of it. He had his little run and his ball every other day. He had his food. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, Paul taught me responsibility and patience. Responsibility and patience. Paul taught me. Okay, I need to start drinking. Moving on, because nobody knows what I'm even talking about. Who's my favorite superhero and why is it Spider-Man? This was Francisco because his favorite superhero is Spider-Man. But Spider-Man is actually also my favorite superhero. I like Batman just because I love the Christopher Nolan Batman movie, The Dark Knight. Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. Okay, we're not gonna go into that because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Anyway, Spider-Man is my favorite just because I think he's like so nerdy and just such a normal kid, and I just love the whole story of how he became Spider-Man, and he's just so genuine and just a nice person, and I just feel like he's intelligent and I don't know. I just like him. Spider-Man's my favorite. Do I like Five Nights at Freddy's? Of course I like Five Nights at Freddy's. So I got a few of these questions because, okay, I'm not even baking. I can't multitask. Okay, let me try and do one ingredient per question so maybe we can finish this in any kind of time frame. I'm so ADD, so I'm like really sorry about that. Okay, 2 tablespoons of peanut flour. So my stomach can't do peanuts, so I'm gonna do almond flour. 2 tablespoons. That was tablespoon, right? Yeah. Okay, 1, 2. Okay. We got our 2 tablespoons of almond flour. Question. Do I like Five Nights at Freddy's? Of course I like Five Nights at Freddy's. And I love being in Five Nights at Freddy's songs too. I love the whole Five Nights at Freddy's fan base. Everyone is so nice and so sweet to me for doing my covers. I don't know if people on this channel know, but on my music channel, that is kind of what I do a lot of, is Five Nights at Freddy's covers. And I really like doing them. So I've only played a little bit of the Sister Location game. I know that's like so heartbreaking because I feel like I should be playing more, but I get terrified. I don't know how you guys do it. It's like the scariest game in the freaking world. So I try not to play a lot of it because I actually don't want to have a heart attack. But I do like that game because of Baby. I'm partial to Baby. But yeah, I love Five Nights at Freddy's. Doing the covers is always fun. I feel like I can just like act and like I just feel like I'm her, you know, and I just want to put myself in her shoes. And I don't want to go into the whole thing if you guys don't know anything about that, but there's a whole story with Baby and how she became an animatronic. I just love it. It's fun and creepy. What are your favorite hobbies and what is your favorite type of music? So my favorite type of music is pop punk for sure. I love like emo music, Sleeping with Sirens. My favorite band actually of all time is Moose Blood, and they're not, I think they're on a hiatus right now, which makes me very upset. But love Moose Blood. I started, so this actually leads into another question, which let me add another ingredient. Gentle Sweet. Okay, so there's this brand called THM. It stands for Trim Healthy Mama, and it's like all sugar-free sweeteners and stuff. So this is what I'm getting it from. I don't know, whatever. You could use like, I think stevia too if you want to, but I don't know if it's the same amount, so it should say in there. I'll link below this recipe. Okay, basically my favorite type of music stems from what inspired me to sing, which was also another question. What inspired me to sing was actually, so I did ballet for 15 years and I quit when I graduated high school when I was like 17 or 18. Well, 17 going on 18. Got really sad, kind of depressed, and I was like, I don't know what I want to do with my life because that's what I thought I was going to do with my life. After that, I started journaling because I was like, you know what? I just need to get all of these things out. I need to get my thoughts out in a healthy way. And so I started journaling, and then journaling kind of led to poetry, and poetry kind of led to music. And my mom used to sing all while I was growing up in the church choir and everything, and she actually has an album out, which I'm trying to get her to put on Spotify because that's so cool. After I started writing a lot of poetry, my friend and I started getting into this band called 5 Seconds of Summer. Sure, you've heard of them. And we went and saw a show, and we just really connected with this band, and that's kind of what made me get into the YouTube world and kind of start actually putting these poems into music. And from 5 Seconds of Summer, we started getting into more punk bands, and so that's when I got Sleeping with Sirens, Pierce the Veil, All Time Low, Day to Remember, and then another favorite is the 1975, which I also love. They're not really in that niche, but it's funny because these punk bands, I don't know if they're really, I mean, I think I get my honesty from these bands because I feel like all punk bands are very honest in their lyrics, very blunt, straight to the point. And I feel like that encouraged me to be like, I'm gonna be honest as well and write from my heart because that's what I'm feeling, and it was kind of a therapeutic thing. But it's weird because I also took choir in middle school, so I think I also have like a choir-y type voice as well. That's not the term for it, but I basically mix choir and pop punk, but my favorite artist of all time is Halsey. 100% favorite artist of all time. She is legitimately who I want to be in life, maybe. She is everything that I admire, and her lyrics are insanely beautiful. But yeah, I have a lot of influences from all ends of the spectrum. Yeah, anyway. I could go on forever and you guys don't want to hear that. Next question. Let me do another ingredient. I haven't even been drinking because I'm like so into this. Half a tablespoon of cocoa powder. All right. Strong. God, that's annoying. Okay. Okay, next question. What superpower would you like to have and why? If I could have any superpower, I think I would read minds. I've thought about this a lot. No, I mean, yes, flying would be so cool, but at the same time, I am terrified of heights, so I don't think that would go over that well for me. I think I would just be scared the whole time, and then what's the point of a superpower if you can't even use it? So I don't think I could do the flying situation, but I do want to read minds. I would love to know what everybody's thinking all the time. I'm so nosy. I have to be in the know of everything. If someone's whispering or something, like, I have to know what you're saying, and it's so rude. So I would love to just be able to know without being rude and inserting myself. Mind reading for sure. What's your favorite superpower? Comment below what your superpower would be if you could have one, because I actually want to know. Yeah. Who's your BFF? It's funny because my BFF posted that. You know who you are if you said that. I love you. Have you ever played a Five Nights at Freddy's game? If yes, which one is your favorite? Yeah, so a little bit of Sister Location, and it's scary. It's so scary. I want to like it. I really want to like it, but I'm so scared. How do you not get scared? Like, maybe if I play with the lights on in the middle of the day with like only one headphone in, I think that would be a little less scary. But I did love it. Like, I love it, but I hate it. So Sister Location is the only one, and I would love to try more, but I'm also terrified. So I don't know if more will be happening, but I would love to think that I can be strong and an independent woman one day and play more of them. What is your biggest dream? Ooh. My biggest dream is to inspire people. I've always wanted to do that since I was young. I just want to make an impact on someone's life. Even if it's one person's life, I just want to inspire them to do what they love and to make art, and I don't know, to me that's so cool. I said this before, Halsey is my biggest inspiration. She inspires me to make music. I don't know, I just think that's such a crazy thing that one person can inspire you to keep going and to keep doing things that you love to do no matter what. So inspiring people is my biggest thing. I don't know where I'll end up or how I'll do it. It may not be the way that I think it's gonna happen, but if that happens in my life, that's my goal. When are you coming back to Houston? Oh no. Okay, so I'm in Kentucky. So first, I gotta get back to New York, and then I'll think about getting back to Houston, because that's like, oh, it's so far down the line. Why is, traveling is so hard. I wish I could do it more often. Such is life. So I definitely do want to get back to Houston, because I do miss everybody in Houston, like a lot. Houston is home still. Like, out of all my homes that I've lived in, Houston is home. But I have to get my life together, you guys. I gotta do some life first, if you know what I mean. So I don't know, but when it's more so in the cards, I'll let you know. Are you going to make more Five Nights at Freddy's covers, or work with Five Nights at Freddy's songs at all? I love them. It's really hard because I'm kind of at a point where I either go more with the Five Nights at Freddy's route and make more music down that route, or I stick to what my personal things and what I love doing. I mean, I love doing Five Nights at Freddy's stuff too, but making music is also a therapeutic thing that I love and I want to share with the world as well. So I'm kind of at a point where I have to kind of choose between the two, and I really don't want to. I just recently featured on a song with Try Hard Ninja. It's called We're Not Coming Back, so you'll have to go check that one out. But so as far as collaborations, I'm totally down to do more collaborations with Try Hard Ninja or anyone else. I'm open to a lot. But as for the next Five Nights at Freddy's covers, I'm not so sure yet. I do have a couple covers that I'm thinking of, but I think they're gonna be more along the pop route. So stay tuned for those. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Holy crap, I don't even know where I can see myself tomorrow. Wonder what I'm gonna eat for breakfast. Wow, this is like really hard. Okay, so I'm gonna get really personal with you guys. I have the biggest stage fright ever. I am terrified of speaking in public. I'm terrified of doing anything in front of people that makes me vulnerable, and a lot of it is personal music stuff, like sharing it. It's so easy to share it with the world when it's online, you know what I mean? Because you don't have to get those immediate reactions from people that might not be the best, you know? I know there's people that totally don't agree with my music and don't like my music, and I am so terrified of people not liking it that it just makes me scared. Like I have like this big phobia with singing in front of large groups of people. So I would say the biggest thing in this next year is to really work on myself and get myself ready to start singing in public, because I know all my music, I know the songs, I just have to work up the courage and do it. So once I do that, I feel like there's nothing stopping me. My goal for the next 5 years is to start playing more shows and meet more people. I'd love to meet you guys. Love meeting new people, just like one-on-one, you know, where it's not scary. Really just have security with where I'm at. I feel like right now I'm kind of at a point where I'm just kind of figuring out which route I'm wanting to take. Because of COVID and everything, it really kind of put a rut in things. I mean, I'm sure everybody, of course. Just having a better understanding of where I want to go. And I hate setting like high goals for myself, because that's just like, imagine you'll get there and then it's so heartbreaking. So I try not to set too high of goals, but yeah, I would love to be comfortable on stage to a point where I can sing in front of anyone and keep making music. I'd love to just keep pumping out some songs and just see where that takes me. I would also like to practice more self-care and appreciate myself more. I feel like I'm super self-conscious at times, and so I would like to be confident in myself and who I am and not care what anybody thinks. So I really want to work on that and kind of get myself there. So I feel like the next 5 years are going to be a work on self type of situation. And then after that, I can start focusing on the world and take on the world. That's kind of where I see myself. That might be not the right answer, but that's where I see myself. Okay, next ingredient, because I keep forgetting that I'm actually baking something. Well, not baking because it doesn't bake, but you know what I mean. Lily's chocolate chips. So this was optional, but of course I'm gonna put chocolate chips. That's silly. Okay, does anybody else do this? It says tear here, and then you tear it, and it only gets like half of it. What the heck? So then you have to tear from the other side, and then you just look like a loser. Half a tablespoon is all I get? Wow. I'm gonna put a full tablespoon. I put the full tablespoon, so come at me. Dash of vanilla. I'm gonna try and do a couple ingredients just so we start making some progress. Okay, does anybody know what a dash is? Because I know vanilla you're not supposed to put a lot of. A dash. Oh God. I'm gonna pour it into the cap so it's like, oh no. I have no idea if that was the right amount. Now my hands are sticky. Dash of salt. I'm just gonna do a pinch of salt. And 1 tablespoon of coconut oil and 1 teaspoon of water. You do the teaspoon of water first. And the coconut oil is gonna have to be refrigerated. So I'm gonna wait till the next question. Not refrigerated, microwaved, because it's like super hard and that's not gonna work. So, when's the new music coming? I need more. So the new music will most likely be out. I'm dog sitting, so that's the dog walking around. Hi, Copper. Hi. Are you sleeping all day? Yeah, you don't like to wake up. That's okay. Sleeping's good for you. When's the new music coming? I need more. End of summer is what I'm shooting for. So I really think it's gonna happen. But I do want to do covers before then, so it could be as early as a couple weeks. So get ready. My friend Travis says, what's my favorite thing to get from Chick-fil-A? We never went to Chick-fil-A. We always went to Whataburger because they were open 24 hours. So I don't even know. Chicken minis? That's everyone's favorite, is chicken minis. Crap, I feel like a terrible friend now because I don't even know. And then he goes, are you sure that you're real? Yeah, I think I'm sure. Yeah. Travis is really going at it. He also asked me, what is the meaning of life? Which the meaning of life is meaning of life. Wow, really? Oh my gosh. How am I supposed to know? I even took philosophy and I don't even remember the meaning of life. I feel like the meaning of life is love. Just kidding. Love you, Cisco. He's not even here. Why does the wind blow? Travis, what are you doing? Why does the wind blow? Oh my gosh. This is okay, we're done here. But I love you too, Travis. I really do. But I don't know why the wind blows. Does anybody know why the wind blows? Comment down below if you know why, because I don't. What artist / band would you love to meet and do a song with? Oh, this is hard because I would love to meet the 1975 and Halsey, of course, but do a song with a collaboration that would really make my entire world would be with Zed. I would love to work with Zed. That would be so cool to do a song with him. So that's my answer for that. But artists that I would love to meet would have to be Halsey. It's gotta be. I don't know, I hope she doesn't think I'm weird because I love her. Don't tell her. Okay, let me microwave this and then we'll talk some more. Okay, heat up my coconut oil. I have no idea what the hell this is. This could be interesting. It says on the recipe, it's like, you're more than welcome to just eat it straight from the bowl. I'm sure you won't be able to roll it up because you're supposed to like roll them into little balls and eat them. But yeah, they get it. It smells so good. Yeah, maybe you are supposed to, I guess, like, if you're a good person, you'll roll them into little balls and stick them in the fridge and then pull them out and eat them. But I'm not. I'm going to just spoonful it into my mouth. It kind of looks like this. Huh. That's interesting. Huh. So, it says all over the recipe that peanut flour is kind of like what makes it. And I used almond flour, which I think might be a little more grainy. So that's what I got. But I'm sure if you use peanut flour, it would be a little better, but the flavor is completely there. It's just a different kind of texture. I'm sure if you roll it into a ball and like stick it in the fridge and it's hard, that might be better. But I'm impatient. But yeah, I got a lot more music questions than other questions. So I hope you don't mind, but that's just what I got. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Woo! Q&A! Cheers! Yeah, you should make this at home. It was very easy. I'm sure if you just did it continuously, it would take only 2 minutes. But we all know my story. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more videos. And check out my music channel so you can tell what the heck I'm even talking about in this entire video. Can't wait to see you guys next week. I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but we'll figure it out. Together